That is hellfire in my mouth.
It's definitely gonna burn going out. So.
I am suffering right now.
Hey everyone, it's Caitlin and welcome to another video. This video is a little bit different than what I normally film, but Dylan and I had so much fun making it and we hope you enjoy it too. Before we get into the spicy and somewhat painful taste test footage, I wanted to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, GlassesUSA.com. GlassesUSA.com is great because they have both glasses and sunglasses on their website starting at just $30. Personally, I have 20/20 vision, but I do love some blue light blocking lenses to help reduce eye fatigue when I'm scrolling on my phone or working on my computer because a lot of my job is online. So I chose these Weston frames in the tortoise color and I added blue light blocking to them so I can use them whenever I am on a screen, and it definitely helps with my eye fatigue. I also got these Ray-Ban Blaze frames in the color tortoise. Notice the theme here? Obviously I like my tortoise colors, but they are great for when I'm adventuring outside or just driving in the car. Honestly, I wouldn't have thought to go to GlassesUSA.com to find sunglasses or even non-prescription lenses, but I was so surprised with their availability, and they can make any lens with like a fashion frame or non-prescription lens, but if you have glasses, you could also turn these into a prescription lens as well, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So now let's check in with our resident eyeglass wearer. Let's go. So Dylan, tell us about these stylish frames of yours that you selected.
Well, I got the Toto Atrium frames in gold. I think they're pretty sleek and modern. Also, I got the Muse Methodology frames in brown. I think they're more professional and they're my style.
Thanks, Dylan. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with poor vision, or if you're just in the market for some new non-prescription frames, blue light blocking glasses, or sunglasses, be sure to check out GlassesUSA.com where you can save up to 70% off of over 9,000 different frames.
GlassesUSA.com also offers free shipping and returns with a 100% money-back guarantee and a 1-year product warranty.
Yeah. They even have a virtual try-on tool on their website so you can find your perfect pair from the comfort of your own home. Plus, you can save 65% off your first pair when you click the link in the description below.
Now, back to the hot sauce. This week we are doing the Hot Ones Challenge by First We Feast.
So First We Feast is a YouTube channel and they have a series called Hot Ones where it's basically celebrity interviews where you also eat spicy wings. So today we're doing a vegan version. We found these vegan drumsticks from the store. We've had them before, they're pretty good. And we got the hot sauce kit. Well, actually Dylan got this for his birthday of 10 different hot sauces ranging from not very spicy to extremely hot. So we're going to be interviewing each other today and potentially dying.
I'm ready to go. Oh.
And Dave is on the table. No.
Yeah. Okay.
So first up, we've got the classic garlic Fresno edition hot sauce. Go first.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's mild. I can handle that.
Not bad.
So Dylan, you were born and raised in a small town in Illinois. What is one thing that you miss about the Midwest that you can't find in the Pacific Northwest where you live now?
Really just my people. Really just my people.
Oh dang, okay. So no attachment.
I mean, not really. Yeah, there's so much more in terms of landscape in the Pacific Northwest. The sunsets are just more consistently awesome in the Midwest.
That's
There's
true.
really nice sunsets in the Midwest. But really just my people. Just my
Okay,
people.
that makes sense.
So Caitlin, we all know you're really talented in the kitchen. But I know from living with you that recipe development has all of its, all its trials and tribulations. So what has been your biggest mistake or kitchen fail in the kitchen?
Well, the worst thing I ever made wasn't a recipe, but I think you remember. It's the only thing I've ever served you that you refused to eat and we had to actually throw out. It was when I think I tried to make rice pudding.
Yeah, it was rice pudding. Yeah.
And I just messed up the ratios or something. And I don't think I used the right rice, and it was like really grainy and like weirdly lumpy and kind of slimy. We've had rice pudding before and we liked it, but I don't know what went wrong. That one was just so bad, I just think I never attempted to even put it on the block.
Yeah.
We forgot to actually say how comfortable we are with spicy food. So Dylan, how comfortable do you feel with spicy
I'm pretty
food?
comfortable.
Pretty comfortable?
Pretty comfortable with the spicy food.
I do distinctly remember one time you ordered too much Thai food and you put your mouth under the faucet.
But I kept going.
That is true. You have perseverance.
I love the spicy food.
I feel like I used to eat a lot of spicy food, but I haven't within the last few months. So honestly, I'm a little bit scared for these. Hot sauce number 2 is Yellowbird's Bliss and Vinegar.
Bliss and Vinegar.
This one is interesting because there's strawberry and coconut in it. Get a nice
go.
dollop on my wing. The heat builds slightly, but I feel like the creaminess from the coconut kind of cuts it. So in the past few years, you've had quite a drastic career change. You went to school to become a massage therapist, but now you are a solar specialist. But what I'm curious to know is what you take from your previous career or helping people in a more one-on-one setting and apply it to your business today.
I mean, a lot of it, there's a lot that is transferable for sure. I mean, I was a massage therapist. I did some personal training, yoga instruction, and it's a lot of working with people, communicating with people, understanding what their needs are, and finding a solution. And I do the same sort of thing now, just finding more on the energy solution of, you know, what they need for their houses and their energy needs rather than their actual physical being. So
That's fair.
yeah. Some people may know that you've traveled out of the country, studying abroad in Argentina and gone to Brazil. Can you give us a funny story or something about your travels out of the country? Funny or interesting story?
Well, okay, I have one. It wasn't funny then, but I feel like it's kind of funny now. When I was in Chile, I wasn't in Argentina. We went on a trip to Valparaiso in Santiago, and it was really beautiful, and we decided to go skydiving, and they told us to not eat food before we went skydiving because some people might get sick. And I was really hungry, so I decided to have like an energy bar anyways, and I'm not sure if it was the energy bar or the fact that I was petting stray dogs before I ate the energy bar. But as soon as we were done with skydiving, I started to feel weird. My friends told me it was okay. I could just brush it off. So we went out to eat at a restaurant. I was like, guys, I just really don't feel good. I don't think I should eat anything. I'm just going to go to the bathroom. And I went upstairs, and it's like one of those classic, will I make it to the toilet? And as I go into the bathroom, my vomit spews everywhere. And I absolutely wreck the bathroom. And I come back down to the table and I say, we have to go.
We have to go.
And then we left. And then I had food poisoning for like 2 days, but I did have a great time traveling. I do want to say that's not the whole sum of my experience. Our next hot sauce is the Los Calientes Verde hot sauce with tomatillo, smoked serrano, and apricot. That's tasty. That's like a hot sauce that I would use if I wanted to add some spice to my food. All right, Dylan, one of the things that our audience may or may not know about you is that you love to cook, and you cooked a lot more before we started dating. So what is your favorite dish to make?
I like to roll sushi, honestly. That's probably my favorite thing, is to roll sushi. I mean, you gotta have like some thin carrot and cucumber.
Okay.
A like deep fried tempura mushroom in
dang.
there. Yeah, a deep fried tempura mushroom. Maybe some sort of like vegan cream cheese would be good. Yeah. Definitely like lots of mushroom inside of it.
You're a mushroom man, that's for sure.
Yeah. Caitlin, I'm sure plenty of people on here are curious about this one. You've been running your business for 5-6 years now. So what initially inspired you to get into food content creation, and what made you decide to switch to it full time?
So I initially started creating food on Instagram. That was the first place I did it, and it sort of combined my two loves. I've always loved photography. I like worked all summer in high school to save up for a DSLR camera. But then once I moved out on my own in college and had to learn how to cook for myself, I became really passionate about vegetarian and eventually vegan cooking too. So I originally started my Instagram just as a food diary, and then I saw other accounts that made their food look beautiful, which inspired me to sort of try to make my food look beautiful. And then I realized people can make money from it. So I was like, well, might as well try. So it sort of was like already a passion project, but then I eventually was presented with opportunities where I started creating an income, which eventually inspired me or encouraged me to leave graduate school to pursue it full time. And I'd say it definitely worked out. Our next hot sauce is actually a local hot sauce. This is the smoking habanero sauce from Sylogy Sauce.
I'm
See, look, it's coated.
Taken in 4 times.
It's coated. This one is like a slow build, but I like the smoky flavor. So you've had quite a few dietary changes throughout your life. I know, because I know you personally. But do you think if we had never met, if you would be vegan today?
Yeah, I would be vegan today. So I was eating more of like a whole food plant-based diet, and I was feeling really good with that. You know, I love sushi, like I said before, and I kind of slipped back into fish and the occasional dairy, more like just like Greek yogurt, and eggs. And then I did that for about 9 months, and then we met, and it was pretty easy for me to just go back to eating vegan full time because I liked it so much, and because it was just easy for me to transition. I think I took too big of a dab on that one.
Is your mouth burning?
Oh yeah, in a good way.
I'm starting to sweat a little. I think that's my issue.
This pretty soon.
My face just gets damp.
I'm starting to sweat too. But since you started in this whole, YouTube, Insta, blog world, what has changed in the past like 5-6 years? Not just through you personally, but just in the world itself.
Well, it's definitely exploded. So it's an interesting question, because when I first started Instagram, I do feel like everyone says that it's so easy to start an account and grow, but I will admit that when I joined, it was a lot easier to grow. There's definitely, I wouldn't say the market's oversaturated now, but there's just a lot more content, so it's harder for everyone to see, even well-established accounts. But I would say there's been a major shift from photo to video. When I started Instagram, it was only photos. There were no stories, no reels. But it's just been interesting to see how social media, I definitely think people crave to see more of people's personality and their... Did you say me with your foot?
Yeah, I'm playing footsie with you while you're talking.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was like a mouse or something. Okay, sorry. It's just, I think that people crave to see more human aspect within your social media account, which is interesting, because I would say social media kind of separates us from human nature, but people want to see more of your personality in it as well.
Interesting.
So we're at the hump. Our 5th hot sauce is the Hotheads Official Revolutionary Sauce. This one has the burn of scorpion peppers. Is that fair?
Fair enough.
It's definitely like a slow build. All right, so in Hot Ones, usually around the 5th round or so, they do a fun segment where they pull up pictures from people's social media, but because we live together and we know each other, we thought it'd be even better to go through our camera rolls and or Facebook. So, Dylan, I have 3 photos for you. We'll put them on the screen too so the viewers can watch, and you gotta explain them. First, we'll start with this photo here. You've got a nice man with some nice long locks. I had to show the people that your hair used to be long.
Yeah, I had some locks. This was 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago. I had the locks back then. I was in California. I was at my cousin's wedding, having a good time.
All right.
I was having a drink.
I mostly just wanted to show people that you used to have
Balancing.
long hair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool.
Can I insert a picture of you with even longer hair? Like at its
Yeah,
peak?
you can. Down. It was at like nipple line at the.
It's crazy how different you look.
Let me see the next picture.
All right, picture number 2. A very young Dylan with quite a cute ensemble. So if you could explain what's going on in this photo.
This was my high school. This is, I think, my freshman year. Yeah, we did like a clash day, like a clash day. So you like everybody wore like clashing clothes, swimming goggles.
I was gonna say
and
they are
a plaid
goggles.
shirt and khakis, and my socks tucked into my pants. So
I gotta say,
yeah.
it's quite a good booty pop too.
It was a good booty pop.
All right, the last photo is honestly one of my favorite photos of you.
The big pimpin'. This is also another. I think it was like 70s day or 80s day. Also in high school, like my sister had this like fluffy jacket thing that I threw on, and yeah, some Party City hat. Yeah, big pimpin'.
Oh,
Caitlin,
gosh.
your photos.
Whew.
All right, let's start with this one.
So this is from 2020 Halloween.
Yeah, I think so.
We outdid ourselves the year before and dressed up as Scooby-Doo, which I don't think we'll ever top. But that year we decided to dress up as Fox and the Hound because we have 2 dogs. One looks more like a fox, one more like a hound. And I dressed up as the old lady in the movie.
How about this one?
I honestly don't even remember this photo being taken, but I think it's probably just a late night where we were goofing off and one of us decided to put chocolate on my upper lip.
You put the chocolate on your
Do you
upper lip.
remember?
Yeah. And explain, this one goes a little farther back, probably like 10 plus years ago. Explain this photo.
There is really no explanation other than the fact that I was in high school, thought I had some sort of style with purple tights, and my friends and I ran around and were taking silly pictures with my camera, and I guess I thought it would be good to post with a recycling bin, you know? All right, that's it.
All right, cool, that's it. Hot sauce number 6, Senor Lechuga. It has buffalo ginger. Oh,
says
it does
ghost
have ghost
pepper.
pepper on it too. Dang. Fiery finish. Is
Okay,
that even-
cheers.
Cheers. I'd also like to point out that neither of us have taken a drink yet. Keeping it going.
All right, Dylan. You've
Ben,
had...
DJ Khaled.
All right, Dylan, you've had quite a few nicknames growing up. Some of them that I know of range a lot around pickles, from dill pickle to juice. So please tell the audience, what is a pickle sickle?
A pickle sickle. Oh man. If you haven't had a pickle sickle, gotta have one. You take the juice out of the pickle jar and you put it in like an ice cube tray. Insert picture of pickle sickle. And then
Is it a real thing? I don't know.
It is a real thing. And then you just pour it in like the ice cube tray or popsicle or whatever it is, and you just, same way you make a popsicle, but you make it with pickle juice.
So do you mix them into something or do you just eat them plain?
I just eat them plain. But I had the little one. I had like little ice cubes. I didn't have like a full-on pickle
You
sickle.
love your salty food. This is also the man who likes to dip his carrots in soy sauce.
For this one, I'm going to ask you to rate these musical artists 1 to 5. So we've got Trevor Hall, Bon Iver, Glass Animals, Hozier, and Anderson .Paak. Rate them
1 to 5 based on what?
Like your top, your favorite, and your least favorite out of these 5.
Where's Taylor Swift?
I didn't put her in because I knew she was gonna. I purposely didn't put Taylor Swift in here because I knew Caitlin would put her as number 1.
Like,
so.
as in just music I enjoy, not in terms of talent, not in terms of...
I mean...
Because that would be different. I might enjoy some,
Rate 'em-
but I might acknowledge some of your talent. Okay, I'm going to do what I like to listen to the most. One is Bon Iver, because I do think he has a lot of musical talent, and I enjoy his music probably
Okay.
the
Then one's
most.
Bon Iver.
All right, gut feeling 2. I'm going to go with Hozier. I don't listen to him as often, but I do feel like he's really talented.
He is very talented. Next.
This is where it gets hard, because
All right.
what do I like? What do I listen? I like Trevor Hall, so he's going to get 3. Anderson .Paak will get 4, and Glass Animals will get 5. Because Anderson .Paak is talented. I would rate him higher, but I like Trevor Hall personally more than him. But I do think he's really talented as an artist. This is where it amps up.
Number 7. Chile Laguna de Fuego.
It's a lengua.
Utia Fire. It's very hot. Scotch bonnet, smoked Scotch bonnet,
God.
chocolate ghost peppers, and bitter orange.
The more I'm talking and adding heat to my mouth, it's definitely getting spicier.
Yeah.
We're kind of on some synchronicities here, because my next question was, you're always bumping music, so name 3 artists whose music has impacted your life the most. Maybe not your not most favorite artist, but it like impacted your life.
Well, Anderson .Paak House. Anderson .Paak is definitely like one of my favorite artists, or my favorite artist. My homie Aaron Fairchild, he's also like extremely talented, but also he's a friend, and like I've gotten to know him a lot, and like about how he thinks a little bit too. So he's definitely impacted me. And just because I'll say Hozier, because I wrote him down earlier and I thought of him, and I've seen him live twice, and he definitely is just super talented in terms of singing and instrumentals. Your turn. My question. Sorry, spicy.
Yeah, it's getting to you, right?
But we haven't had anything to drink.
I think I'm gonna try to hold out to the end.
Me too. We made it.
Because it makes
far.
it worse, I think.
We're on 7. What is one thing you change about your work, and what is one thing that is just kind of is just like nature of the beast, so you kind of have to deal with in a way to do your job?
I think if I could change the system within which I work in the food blogger capacity, I think that there is an emphasis with algorithms and with just media and how it is now that promotes, honestly, more people like me, like thin, white women. And I feel like that there are a lot of creators who have to work harder, whether they are minorities or people who live with a disability. I just feel like social media, their content is not as widely spread. And I do ask myself sometimes, I do think that I am talented, but sometimes I ask myself if I've gotten so far because I have white privilege and or because I am maybe objectively attractive.
I'd say so.
Thanks. I would, yeah, that's one thing I would change with the system. And then what was the second part? Sorry.
One thing that you just
that I have
kind
to
of
deal
learn
with.
to deal with. Yeah.
The hardest thing for me to deal with is being proud of my work and wanting it to do well because I put so much time and effort into it, and then sometimes having it not do as well. Mm-hmm. Because the way social media is kind of created is that we judge the quality of our content based on if other people like it or the feedback that we get from it. Where I don't think that's valid. I have to remind myself, but I think if you're proud of your content or art and you're putting it out there, that should be enough. But unfortunately, the way social media works is other people have a say and may not fully understand it. And then sometimes you judge the worth of yourself and your content based on what other people think, but it should be internal.
Nice. Good answer.
Thank you.
You're sweating a little bit.
Oh, my upper lip is moist.
The Bomb Evolution. So the bomb is the one that every time on the Hot Ones show, the people are like, oh, it doesn't even taste like you should be eating that. This says it brings you the next evolution. Intense, lingering, super hot pepper. Heat and
Okay, it's not that much hotter than the other one. It's just the last two that I'm concerned about.
All right. On the Scoville scale.
Yeah, it's only like 20,000.
Dang.
It tastes like if you've ever added too much chili powder to something, it gets a really weird, like very bitter flavor to it. Sometimes if you just add so much spices and they're not like in oil or anything creamy. And it's definitely
Is that
spicy.
starting to hit you? Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't taste good, I would say. But it tastes like, it has like a weird, bitter, almost soapy undertone.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but
well,
definitely...
it's building. I am suffering right now.
We gotta go. When we get
Exactly. Okay, Dylan. Your question. You loved both Marvel and DC comics since you've been a kid, and you know a lot about it. So, I had to ask you, who would win in a fight? Darkseid or Thanos? Thanos. I might tap out and have water.
It depends on what point in time. If Thanos had the full glove and everything, he would win. If Thanos didn't have any glove, Darkseid would win. Okay. All right. We've been living together for almost 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And we're very different people. What is the biggest thing you've learned about being a partner or personally since we've lived together?
I didn't understand. Being a partner or what?
Like, the biggest thing you've learned about being a partner or the biggest thing you've learned about yourself personally since we've been together?
I honestly feel a little lightheaded. I would say you're definitely more of an extroverted person, and I'm more of an introverted person.
Yeah.
And I've learned that it's easier for me to live by myself and have my own routines because then I'm not subject to the validation or altering my schedule that I love for someone else.
Same.
But life is so much more validating when I learn to share it with other people.
Same.
And like worthwhile.
I feel the same way.
I feel kind of sick, to be honest.
All right, next week.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna make it through.
Okay, but let's like look at the jump in spice.
Okay, so the jump from the bomb to this next one.
500,000 Scoville units
Yeah,
increase.
it goes from 135,000 to 699,000. I'm already crying a little bit from the bomb.
This one is...
We might have to break and take a drink after this one. This is Hellfire. Known for heavy metal labels and insanely hot sauce. They crank up the flavor and heat to 11.
This one's Reaper pepper.
Carolina Reaper. Okay, I'm crying.
Why aren't you eating your wings?
No, I'm gonna eat these two. I just messed up. Go.
Is that enough?
Nope, not enough.
No, that is enough.
No more.
Okay, whatever.
Fine, take another dip and I'll take another dip.
No. Okay, let's just go.
Hellfire.
That is hellfire in my mouth. What is something that you've done that other people might consider stupid but you don't regret at all?
I moved to the West Coast to Beaverton, Oregon with like $3,000 and kind of a job lined up.
And you found the love of your life.
I found you, so it was worth it. People may not know, but you're a bit of a Harry Potter magic nerd, fantasy book nerd, deep down. If you could pick any magic or fantasy like creature or beast to bring to real life, what creature would you bring to real life?
I don't know, honestly. I'll just say a phoenix, because it's pretty cool that their tears have healing powers and they turn to dust and rise from the ashes.
Cool, Phoenix.
Let's get this
Hot
over
Ones
with.
last app, Apollo. It's over 2 million Scoville units. So Hellfire was about 700,000. This is over 2 million. Okay.
Okay, dunk.
Here we go.
I literally feel lightheaded. That's my dunk.
I'm definitely having a visceral experience.
And this is my dab.
Oh, you're doing a dab too?
Yeah, it's the last dab.
Okay, alright. That was a dab? You call it a dab?
You do whatever you want. This is mine.
Alright.
Cheers.
I rubbed a little on yours. Oh man, there's a lot on mine.
Everyone has embarrassing bowel movement stories, and if you dig deep enough on my channel, you can know mine involving poop and a very old Q&A. But what is the most embarrassing place you have peed your pants?
That's actually pretty easy. 3rd grade, I was taking a test. I really had to pee. My teacher wouldn't let me go pee. I asked like 2 or 3 times. She wouldn't let me pee. I sat down and it came out. I pissed my pants. They evacuated like all 15 students out of the classroom.
Sitting at your desk?
In the middle of a test, yeah. And I'm just like the last one there, just still sitting. Like
In your pile of
piss
pee.
all in my pants and like it was a lot. It was like a puddle around me. With over 2 million Scovilles rushing through your body, mind, and soul, I'm gonna throw some food names at you, and you just say the first word that comes to mind. Pickles.
Dill pickles.
Pickles, just a word. Dill? Okay. Spaghetti squash, 1 word.
Overrated.
Beyond sausage. 1
Pretty
word.
good.
Pretty good. That's 2 words. Good. Onions.
Versatile.
Hot sauce.
Spicy.
That's it.
Okay, there's sweat around my eyes, there's sweat on my face, but I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of us. We made it all the way to the end
I think we should celebrate with a cheers of the...
without anything, but cheers.
We made it all the way through. Kaylin, one thing at the end of the last dab, they always say you get if you make it all the way through, you get to plug
I
something.
feel like nothing now.
Yeah, no.
Dang.
It came back a little bit. Let it sit for a second. It'll come back. But what do you want to plug? Plug something.
What do I have going
Look
on?
at the camera. What do you have going on?
Well, if you were here, you... Never mind, it came back. You already know what I have going on. You can follow From My Bowl on all social media platforms except for Twitter, because I think it is also overrated. And get easy, delicious vegan recipes. That's pretty much it. Dylan, what do you have going on? Any more?
I just started a business, Sustainable Solutions. Check it out. Yeah, so I'm hustling, working hard on that, doing solar evaluations for people. So setting people up with the top installers in the United States can help people in pretty much any state. Feel free to check out my website, sustainablesolutionsadvisors.com. That's all I got. And I got one more thing for Caitlin's audience. Since we made it through, give me all of them.
Oh.
Since we made it through, and
Inspired by, what's his name? I forget.
I don't know who did it.
Ant-Man!
Ant-Man? Oh, he did it.
What's his name? What's that?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Shout out to Paul Rudd.
Inspired by the Paul Rudd episode.
Woo!
What are you doing?
All right. I'm going to
Dunking
go
everything?
through and dunk in everything. One
I
last
guess I have to
ring.
do it too.
Okay, all right, so we're all going to do it. See, dunking, that's it. Then you got to
Yeah.
roll it. You got to get it all.
No.
All right, a little extra.
Okay, I'll roll it a lot in the mild ones. All right, cheers. And with this, we're out. Like and subscribe if you want more content not like this. Yep. I don't know if it's going to burn more. Coming in or going out.
Oh, it's definitely going to burn going out.
Hey, it's me again. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any other ideas for future taste test or eating challenge between me and Dylan, leave a comment down below and let us know, because I'm pretty sure he would love to film it. I would enjoy it, but I think he has an advantage. I don't know. Anyways, make sure you're subscribed to my channel too, because if you want to see more content like that, definitely helps if you are seeing my videos on a regular basis. Big thank you again to Glasses USA for sponsoring this video and gifting us with these awesome frames. If you want to get your own frames, whether you have a prescription or you're looking for some sunglasses or some blue light blocking glasses or just some fashion frames, I guess, be sure to click the link in the description below and use my discount code so you can save even more off of their already great prices. So that's it for me for now, and I look forward to virtually seeing you in a future video. Bye!